Bonjour, Madame et Messieurs, guten Morgen, meine Damen und Herren. Welcome to this gameplay review of a Tier 2 light tank, the Panzerkampfwagen 38H735F, a captured French vehicle in German service. It's in the premium shop now. It's a premium tank, a Tier 2 as said. For €5 you get the tank plus some premium days and a garage slot. I have a few games lined up for you to show you if the tank is worth the money. As you can see here, armor all round is 40mm. This tank is certainly lacking in horsepower, only 75 horsepower with a Tier 1 engine. The gun, a pea shooter doing only 40 damage on average on armor piercing and APCR, but it churns out a whopping 16.22 rounds a minute. 210 hit points isn't that much for Tier 2. It's on par with some of the stock tanks, but this one, the Panzer gets 260 hit points, and as you can see, the 2cm Flak 38 has no problems penning the 38H with standard ammo. On average it pierces 39, so bounces aren't guaranteed, pen isn't guaranteed, but it has no problem penning it. The top gun on the 35T, practically the same, armor piercing 42 penetration average, so that's posing no problems to this little tank. And the same goes for any of the tank destroyers. Wargaming is advertising this as the mini Morse, and you all know the Morse is thickly armored, can stand a lot of abuse. And in the advert it also says you're invulnerable to almost every attack or something like that. Use it to block a choke point, withstand enemy attacks, but we're gonna see if that's mostly marketing or actual gameplay. Gun impression, it's fine, it's quite good. -8 it was, I think. And here you can see the gun put to work, the aim time is good, accuracy is fine, bounce a shot actually on this Renault Otsu. And this one who just popped onto the left, a T7 car, that was the reason why some of the clanmates, one of which was Gary, I'm platooned with him at the moment, they were very fond of getting the Minimos out around Christmas. Everybody and their grandmother were driving the T7 combat car. And the T7 only has a Tier 1 Browning 50 caliber machine gun, which did, I don't know, 20-25 penetration on average. Those T7s had no chance of penning the 38H. As you can see here, the BT2 with the top gun, the 45mm, certainly does. BT2 with one of the autoloaders, especially the 23mm, it bounces a lot on you. But a BT2 with the top gun has no problem penning you, and that means you are vulnerable to practically any BT on the battlefield with one of the single shotguns. So Tier 2 tanks have no problem shooting at you. Autoloaders, they might bounce. Like Tractor with the Breda gun, they might bounce. Panzer 2 with, like this one we saw here, with 230 hit points, he might have the stock gun, has no problems bouncing. This Panzer 2 is shooting Gary from a distance, as you can see. There's a few glaring weak spots on the Panzer 38H. Most notably it's the driver's visor, 35mm of armor, and boom, there goes the Panzer 2. Lucky. He would have died otherwise probably, but it's good to see someone take a nosedive down and helping us out. But like I said, Panzer 2s can take you out pretty quickly. Top gun does, stock gun might bounce a lot. And although it's a good tank, you can see also here from Gary maneuvering it, it's slow. It's very, very slow to maneuver. Traverse speed on paper, decent on average. But this thing, it just doesn't behave like a light tank. It's not a light tank. It's more like a medium or a heavy. And in that regard, it feels a bit like the Matilda. The Matilda is classified as a medium tank in Tier 4, but for all intents and purposes, it's a heavy tank. Good game actually. Third class here, 330, 14 damage, and Gary coming on top. And here we go, doing flat out pedal to the metal, 34 kilometers per hour. But as soon as you hit an upslope, you can see the speedometer dropping down to 22, 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, and lower and lower and lower. No way you'll be able to get up the hill on mines before anybody of the other tanks does. Thank God some of the noobs have been watching videos from either me or Boschka or Ruckus or Epic Sniper or whoever is posting videos online and telling everybody that they have to go to the hill because all the noobs are moving up the hill. There is still hope on the battlefield of Blitz. Even one of the player underscore guys in the Chini, you can see it on the minimap, he has moved up the hill, completely flanking the enemy, and a lot of them are shooting at me. You can see what was happening over here. Control freeze, I had no idea what was happening. Miss a shot on the T-26 and this strange thing cost me a lot of hit points. But you can see it that BT2, he's now behind the rock, he has the stock gun mounted and he just keeps bouncing on me all the time. The medium 2, that's a bit of a problem. T-18, obviously a problem. So I'm trying to side scrape out here, miss a few shots on him. I've swapped the skill rounds, APCR, I have no chance of penning the T-18 except for the front plate with AP. I can take him out now, one more shot in and the Chini gets him eventually. That BT, that was the one I was talking about, he has the stock gun mounted and he's gonna spray me, pepper me from behind as I charge in on his 38H. And you can see here it's slow to maneuver, slow to drive around, turret traverse is decent but not any more than that. And a 38H came charging down towards me, wanted to ram me. I just backed up easily, let him move past me, and used some APCR to finish him off. And the fact that I was driving around here, drawing a lot of attention, probably enabled this Chini to move up the hill and finish the job off. Congratulations for you, Top Gun, as you finish off this medium 2. And that wins us the game. 38H in action, slow tank, slow to maneuver, but still first class, sniper medal, a Spartan for receiving a lot of hits and not a lot of them penetrated, only 3 penetrations, one from the T-18 probably, one from I think the 38H. And here we go again. A small tip to show you all. I noticed on the screen report I was paying for my premium ammo with gold. You don't need to do this. As you can see here, I can switch from gold to credits. Please do. It's a potential gold trap. And I don't know any of the regular guys, any of the more experienced players will be coming for me, telling me that I have told the noobs one of the big secrets in game. By default, premium ammunition is set to gold to pay with gold, but you can switch around, you can use regular credits. It does cost you at tier 1 and 2, it doesn't break the bank, but as you progress up, premium shells, premium ammo becomes a lot more expensive. But carrying a few might help. You are by no means a gold noob as you pay by credits obviously, and having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 of those premium rounds available to kill any of the harder targets, it's very useful. At tier 1 and 2 not always needed actually, but hey ho. Thank God friendly fire is introduced, because I would have shot that Panzer 2G. As he blocked my shot he gets the kill. And I'm moving up here. I have no idea why the Panzer 2 is so annoyed at us. Noobs and cowards, etc. While I'm up here in the front line, resetting the cap, trying to reset the cap. Accuracy on the gun, as you can see, is quite good. I pen the top hatch and move back down into cover, because the sides of this M2 medium are wide open. I can put more shots in, and another one missed the drive view, unfortunately. But keep putting shots in. As you can see, I'm moving up now. I've noticed there was someone to my left penning me. I could see that from those red half circle. So I move up again, get some cover. There's a T-18, and this is one of the weak spots of the T-18. If you can get up just a bit above him, you can pen the front plate with AP. Wiggle a bit back and forth to make him miss a shot. Again, up to the Char to reset the cap. It's 5-3 now. And where's that Panzer 2? He is not popping out, so I think he's gonna come up over here on the cap. Yes, I predicted him well. Shoot him on the front plate. I bounce because the front plate is angled back and this shot misses. So back to the Char. And someone else is probably gonna finish off on the Panzer 2. Another shot into the Char. He drops adrenaline and he drops a speed boost, and that's just a waste of consumables. I've used speed boost adrenaline as well, but mine was at a moment when it counted. For him it doesn't count. It's useless to drop adrenaline now, to drop a speed boost here. A waste of credits because there's no way he's gonna win the game with 20 or 30 hit points. So there you have it. Mini-Mars, not really. Thickly armored, well armored, invulnerable to any attack, not really. But still, €5 doesn't break the bank, and I hope you can make up your mind by this video. Cheers, happy tanks.